Hello guys. I know I live in the village and many of you guys follow me and love the village a lot because it's always a quiet place, a peaceful place. Yeah, and most of the time you don't get the traffic in the city, the hustle in the city and all of those things. But what if I told you there is really a dark side to the village that no one really talks about? Like 3 days ago, actually, a mother died in the hospital while doctors were watching her. So what happened is that this lady who was pregnant, her days were getting close, and when the day of delivery came, she was taken to the hospital by her mother. So this lady is in her late 20s. She was taken to the hospital by her mother where she was supposed to deliver. Now what happened is that this lady had like 3/4 of the money. So the other like a quarter was supposed to be paid once she delivered, because the mother was waiting for some money that was supposed to come like the next day, which is the day that she was going to deliver, because she was brought to the hospital at like 7 p.m. So she was maybe going to spend the whole night at the hospital. Then the next day or early morning she was going to deliver. So what happened is that the doctors and the nurses who were at night shift didn't want to attend to this lady at all. Imagine this is a lady who comes. I mean, she's a poor lady. The mother was also a poor woman, so even the money that they had was really a hassle to get it. So they had like 3/4 of the money, and these doctors watched the lady the whole night. This lady was in labor pain. These doctors actually watched the whole night as this lady was suffering in the hospital. They didn't even want to see her get into the ward. So the mother kept begging them, literally like begging them to attend to this lady. And the doctors at some point they were like, "You are not the doctor, just shut up." Imagine you bringing your daughter to deliver, and then that's what the doctors are telling you when you are trying to beg them to attend to your daughter who is pregnant, who is in labor pains, this lady at some point something happened to her at night, and blood was really coming out. A lot of blood was really coming out, and this is the point when the mother was actually begging the doctors to attend to this lady, and the doctors were shouting at her, almost abusing her. And so this lady spent the night in the hospital together with her daughter who was in labor pain. And this daughter, when it was at around 7 in the morning, at this point now blood had overflown the whole place. The whole floor was overflown by blood, and the mother was crying, trying to beg these doctors to attend to the lady, and no one was listening to her. So at about 8 a.m. in the morning, the baby must have died while in the stomach, in the womb, and this also caused the lady to actually die. Now this is an example to show you one dark side of the village. But in the same hospital, guys, not just that hospital, but many other hospitals here in the village, when people go to these hospitals, you'd actually find doctors and nurses. These people are just in stories. No one is actually trying to even attend to a sick patient. So I'm told that was not the first time that a lady or a person has died in a hospital while the doctors are just sitting there and just watching. Now that's one example. So last week I visited a friend of mine who is a teacher, and this friend teaches in a high school just nearby the village. And when I went to the school, I stayed there the whole day, and what I noticed is that no teacher actually attended class. Guys, I'm not trying to paint a bad picture of my village or professionals in the village, but I'm just saying things just as I saw them. So no teacher actually attended a class a single minute the whole time that I stayed there at the school. Remember, I went to the school at like 10 a.m. in the morning, and I came back home with my friend at 5 p.m. in the evening. Now I asked my friend, why do teachers in public schools actually behave this way? Because I'm lucky enough I didn't go to a public school, so I was in a private school. So I asked my friend, because we were in the same school growing up, so I asked him, why do teachers in these public schools behave this way? And he was like, these teachers, they know no one is following them. They are here because they were given a job by the government, so no one actually is asking them to take accountability for anything. So that's the reason you can see them not really attending classes, not trying to assist kids in any way. So that's when I also looked at it, and I was like, this is the reason kids in public schools never perform well. So you see, that's another dark side of here in the village. That's what no one really talks about. Now, another dark side of the village here is that people really believe in things like superstition. So here in the village, if anything happens, no one is trying to take accountability for anything. People are just trying to always blame the other person, or maybe say there's witchcraft that is going on in the village, there is what and what not, there's a witch, there's there are dark forces. Those are things that I look at and I'm like, no, if something has happened, just go to the root cause of the problem and address it. You don't have to blame it all on superstition, on witchcraft, on devil. I don't know who told people that there is something called devil worshipping here in the village. That's something that everyone is always referencing to. So that's another dark side of the village. Something else is that here in the village, now I have to be honest, money circulation is so low here in the village. Making money is almost impossible. Even while I'm here in the village, I can assure you I don't I've stayed here in the village because I came from the city February, so I've been here the whole of this March. I can assure you I haven't made a single coin here in the village. That's understandable because there are no industries, there is no real businesses here in the village, so money circulation is just so low. But now the thing is, people themselves, they are also so lazy. Everyone is trying to beg. Now if let's say you went to someone came to you and they're trying to beg, and you told them, do something here, something small, so that if even this money that you are begging for, do something, then you can actually get paid for something that you did. That makes more sense than you going around begging for money, because at the end of the day, no one has money to be giving to you. People don't want to hear that. Everyone is just begging. So if you told them that the world doesn't really work that way, you have to actually do something so that you make money. Even the richest people in the world, they don't go around donating money to people. People will be mad at you. So that's really something that I came to realize. That the mentality of most people, like I can assure you 90% or maybe 95% of the people here in the village, the mentality they have is just so negative about almost everything in life. So you'd find people like here in the village, most people would actually wake up, they have farms, someone will choose to leave their farm unattended, then at the end of the day, they lack food in their house. And for what? Just because they don't want to do anything, maybe. So yeah guys, that's those are the dark sides of the village that most people really don't talk about, most content creators really don't talk about. Now I can be honest, that there is a sense of community here in the village. But now when you combine all of the dark sides, then you're like, I'd rather live in the city than, you know, living here in the village. Because to be fair, here in the village, apart from the tranquility, the peace, the everything, if you can't have a way of making money, then it's very difficult. Life is gonna be tough. Like I told you, myself, I've been here like the whole month, not made a single cent. That's because money circulation is so low. But one thing I came to realize, just like I've told you, people, professionals especially, and one thing that shocks me, these people, I'm sure someone who is a doctor is someone who went to the city and attended good universities in the city. There's someone who knows why work ethic is really important. But these are the same people who will come back to the village and, you know, do mediocre jobs here in the village. Like now the doctors who watched a lady as she died in her labor pains. Imagine, those are doctors who must have gone to the best universities in this country, and now they come back, they just watch a lady die, while the mother of this lady is there begging them to attend to this lady. Like, even if this lady didn't have like a quarter of the money, why would you want to let her die? I thought the best thing to do is to, you know, attend to the lady, receive the 3/4 of the money, then now ask for the quarter once this lady delivers. And like you've heard, it's not just about that one case. Many cases, many people who go to those hospitals, they are not even attended to. These doctors are always so rude. Teachers in school don't want to teach. Okay, this let me give you an example from my own experience. Now, yesterday, the day before yesterday, our cow was actually giving birth. So this gentleman comes to our place early in the morning, because around 4 a.m. in the morning, because the cow was giving birth. Now, the cow had a lot of trouble giving birth, delivering. So the process goes on, and the cow actually delivers. Now, because this cow was giving birth for the first time, the placenta, when it was coming out, the womb was actually coming out with the placenta. Now, this gentleman told me, after I paid him and he went after the cow had delivered, but he told me, when the placenta comes out, the placenta might actually come out by itself, but if it doesn't, I call him so that he comes and helps the cow. Now, because the cow had struggled a lot to give birth, the womb was actually almost coming out with almost also coming out. So I call him at around 3 p.m. in the evening, and I tell him this cow is having a lot of trouble because the womb is also coming out. Come and attend it and tell me how much more I should add you. This gentleman, and I tell him in a way that he knows this is an emergency, so he should actually come first. You know what he told me? That cow cannot die. If it was supposed to die, then it should have died early in the morning, that time when I was there. Imagine, that's what he told me. Because some people who were passing by, they had seen the cow and they were like, this cow cannot survive in the next 1 hour. So this is why I was also calling this gentleman, because he is the one who had delivered the cow, who had helped the cow deliver. And there are not many doctors in the village, veterans in the village, who attend to cows. So he's the only one. So I tell him, hurry up, the cow is in a bad situation. And he tells me the cow cannot die. If it was supposed to die, it should have died early in the morning. This gentleman, at the end, after like 40 minutes, 1 hour is when he is coming. So now he comes and he helps the cow, the placenta go back, and the womb also go back. But now this gentleman, he knows that this cow, the vagina hole had actually widened up because the cow had struggled a lot to give birth. So it should be, what do we call it? Like done, like it's an like a operation. I call him and I'm telling him this womb is coming out. Just come and save this cow because this cow might actually die. So this gentleman doesn't really want to come at all. Now it takes me a minute to actually warn him and tell him that I'm now going to call the policeman if you don't want to come and attend the cow and close up the wound, because I've paid you a lot of money and you don't want to do your job. Now I have to call the police. Now when this gentleman hears about the police, it didn't take 5 minutes before he came to our home and closed up that wound. So guys, here in the village there's really a lot of negative things that take place, which if you are not careful enough, they might actually catch up with you. Anyways guys, yeah, that's the dark side of the village. There's a lot of positives, but there's really also a lot of dark side. The mentality of the people, the unprofessionalism of the people here in the village. People who have gone to university, the best universities in the world, in the country, they come back to the village and yeah, they want to behave like people who didn't go to any school. So yeah guys, I don't know what you think about all of that, but yeah, that's just how it is here in the village. Bye.